McLaughlin's lifestyle is simple, shattering world records, including her own. Her consistency makes her one of the finest athletes in the world of track and field. This season, she managed to stay in the headlines from the start, and now she ended the season with an impressive 400-meter hurdles time. Keep watching this video because we're about to tell you all about this historic win. First of all, McLaughlin has done it again. This woman never misses. She has several world records under her belt. The 22-year-old has broken her own world record. She recently obliterated her personal best with a 50.68 at the World Athletics Championships in Oregon. She saw an opportunity and went for it, shaving 0.73 seconds from her previous record, which was set on the same track less than a month before. She left her opponents without response as she rocketed towards the finish line. The American is the 6th fastest in history to compete in the 400 meters hurdles, which she said was the season's last race. She set a standard as this world record time would put her 19th on the season's top list for the 400-meter flat. Yet the star achieved this with 10 barriers in the way. Now, let's talk about the race in detail. McLaughlin and Dalilah Muhammad were going head-to-head. Sydney reached the first barrier at almost the same time as Muhammad. Plus, they remained evenly matched at the second hurdle as well. But after that, it looked like the race would only go one way. Ball was at her left and Muhammad to the right, but there was no stopping her. The champ blazed past both of them, heading into the curve, and by the time she left the bend, it was her against the clock. Time was the real enemy, and everyone's heart, including her own, was beating super fast. Also, behind her, Ball overtook Muhammad as they entered the home straight. Now, the question wasn't whether the American was going to break the world record or not. The concern was just how much further she was going to take it. After claiming this latest record, she said that the time is impressive and the sport is getting faster by the minute. Plus, she said that she's figuring out how barriers can be broken as she only gets faster from here. Behind her jaw-dropping victory stands her coach, Bobby. She executed the race just as her coach wanted her to. After setting foot on the track, she remained determined while thinking she could do this. And just like that, it happened. And it takes effort to reach this level. In less than 3 years, the world record has been improved by 2 seconds. The mark of 52.34 stood for 16 years before Muhammad took it to the 52.20 mark. And then she took it to the 52.16. But on the 27th of June 2021, McLaughlin begins her reign, and no one's been able to stop her since then. Guess where that previous world record of 52.34 stands now? It's just 14th on the all-time world list now. Ball finished second and won a silver, and she was delighted. She commented on Sydney's win, saying she ran against the best athlete in the world, and the 22-year-old is super strong. Plus, she was so close to the finish line that at one point, Ball doubted if she had a good race or not. And then she saw the time and was thankful for being a part of something as great as this. Muhammad, who won bronze this year, has mixed feelings about all of this. According to her, it's good to be a part of these championships and get a medal, but as someone who has had a flourishing career, you always want more. So what is McLaughlin's history with Hayward Field? This is the 3rd world record the champ has set at Hayward Field. Her first one came in 2021 at the US Olympic Trials. This was the time when she clocked 51.90 to improve on the 51.16 times that Muhammad had previously achieved. After a month, she ran a 51.46 to win the title in Tokyo Olympics. And then she broke the record at the US Championships on the 25th of June after she clocked a 51.41. After this historic win, Sydney clearly said that the level of 400-meter hurdles is improving. There's an entire group of girls who are willing to push their bodies to the next level, and they are seeing times drop after each race. World Athletics supported the Women's World Record program in Oregon as part of the International Women's Day #WeGrowAthletics pledge. This aligns with the World Athletics vision to advance gender equality in the sport. Due to this, Sydney received a check for $100,000 and her gold medal. And what's next for her? Next season is another World Championship year for her. McLaughlin is expected into next August World in Budapest, but she has said that she may add or replace events in the flat 400-meter. Right now, she's the first woman to break the 400-meter hurdles record in less than 51 seconds. She's even considering doubling up, but we'll have to see about that. Plus, she needs to talk to her coach about this. According to her, she's not spoken to him after the race at all. This needs to be discussed as there are talks about switching. Also, she doesn't know about about this, and the world awaits her decision. The other events are indeed tempting, but McLaughlin said there was still room to improve over hurdles. She told the reporters that the historic race wasn't spotless. Those are the words of a champion, and according to her, she can run these 10 hurdles even faster. The Paris Olympics in 2024 are her next primary target, and she's got plenty of work to put in for that. Now on to some other news. First up, Noah Lyles breaks Michael Johnson's US record. Lyle knew that this was his best race yet because he soared like an eagle. He finished ahead of the other runners in the final at the World Athletics Championships. After crossing, the finishing line turned towards his real contender, the clock. For some moments, the on-field clock showed his time as 19.32. Okay, now this mark is huge for any other runner in the world, but the problem was that this was the same time Michael Johnson set at the 1996 Atlanta Olympics. Lyles prayed that his hard work would pay off because this had been his dream for quite a while. He targeted the record one summer after winning a bronze medal at the Tokyo Olympics, which was disappointing for him. But it finally came together in Oregon as he had a fantastic start. It almost looked like he was in a personal argument with the clock at one point, but something extraordinary happened. The clock showed an official time of 19.31. Slowly, all the screens in the stadium displayed this time, and the crowd cheered and celebrated. Noah was finally crowned the fastest American ever to exist, and he had beaten Johnson's time. Next, Allison Felix ends her world career with a record of 20 medals. Felix, at the age of 36, was already one of the most cherished U.S. track and field athletes. She announced after this season that she'd be retiring. The athlete has won more world championship medals, including more gold, than other sports people. She got her 19th medal in the mixed 4x400 meter team relay, and that looked like it was all for her when she left for Eugene. But to everyone's surprise, she flew back after her coaches called her again. They asked if she could help the women's 4x400 team get to the final. She gave the race her best and led the team to a fantastic win. Also, she claimed her 14th gold and 20th overall medal after this. Finally, Neeraj Chopra couldn't make it to the Commonwealth Games. Neeraj couldn't make it to the World Commonwealth Games due to an injury. He was not fit following his participation in the World Athletics Championships. Plus, he had an MRI scan and things were not looking great for him. On the 24th of July, he won the second position at the World Athletics Championships. He finished with a silver medal in the men's javelin final with an 88.1 meter throw. This made him the first Indian man to win a medal at this event. After he received the medal, he revealed that he thought even the fourth throw could have gone farther. And after that, he felt something on his thigh and couldn't do his best in the next two throws. He hoped this wouldn't cause problems for the Commonwealth Games, but it did. The IOA Secretary General Rajiv Mahata broke this news to the world. He said that Chopra called him to tell him about his inability to participate in the event. His medical team said he must rest for at least a month. Hopefully, we'll see Neeraj in all his glory once he fully recovers. Plus, without a doubt, the season is going to be his time to shine. That's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on Sydney McLaughlin's achievement? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.